Hey y'all. Y'all. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I have to get my notes for well, I'm getting my notes for all of these videos, by the way. I don't give a fuck. That's the only thing that keeps me sane. My fucking brain is like a computer. I have so much information. So anything to help myself. Um, but yeah, it's been a time. It's really been a time. It's about to be fucking spring equinox. It's about to be Aries season's new moon and Aries season. My season. Hold up. I don't feel like I'm giving myself that much praise. Hold on. Because that's not. Where the fuck is my lip gloss? That's not even cute. Yeah, that's not cute. How am I not bigging up myself? It's my season. It's my season, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I feel like it's really the new year. I don't feel like the new year they told us it was in January is the new year at all. Like, I feel like I was still, like, I literally just feel like I risen out of the ground. Like, yesterday. There's no way that we should be getting, but you know, by all means, if anybody feels called to doing it, I just believe that we should not be trying to rush and do anything in the dead of winter. Like, we should mimic the nature in front of us, the magical trees and the change of seasons. You know, we should mimic that. Like, all this magic around us, why not? You know. But yeah, so today, this is typical me. Today, I wanted to get into human design, some human design, me being a projector, my life as projector series. I want to talk about the 3-5 profile. I really want to talk about that, mostly because I want to get out the way. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really. It's so weird for me because I'm like living this life, and I'm also studying the science behind this life, and it's exploding my fucking brain sometimes because it's just like I see how shit is going above and I'm seeing how shit goes below. And that shit is kind of wild sometimes to like be of the world and not be, well, be in it but not be of the world, right? And it's just like, hey, you gotta take your time and learn as you go and just do your thing. Share if you feel called to share. Keep some shit to yourself if you feel called. Like, do you, right? So basically, that's what the profile is about. I love that segue because the profile is really about doing you, like. And if even if you're not a projector, if you're watching this and you're like a manifesting generator, right? You may still have like a 3 in your profile, so everything I'm saying right now matters to you. So look at your chart. If you have a 3 in your profile, if you have a 5 in like 3-5, or if you have like one, either way, they're the same meaning. Just match it to what exactly your type is and how you basically operate. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've been studying manifesting generators a lot more than the rest of them. I haven't really looked into generators. I haven't looked into reflectors. I gotta take my time. It's a lot of information, but I just want to talk about my own experience. I want to talk about what, because it's been an experience, and it's a part of my profile that I share this. I'm not coming here on YouTube or posting on social media for just fun and games. Like, this is my livelihood, and I know it because I feel it. And there has been many things revealed to me to make me realize, yo, this is like literally a death or life situation. It's not even a fucking game to me. It's like, if I don't do this, I have some karma to pay for if I don't do this, right? I have to do this. that's just literally the vibes I'm having right now. But anyways, I'm gonna take a minute because I want to really get into the meat of this. So I'm gonna take a minute and pause, and we're gonna hit it up. Hey y'all, yeah, I need a minute. I really did need that minute because it's a lot. Sometimes we gotta remember that we're human and we need time to just and chill, like relax. I like to feel good. So like if I don't feel my free flowing self, it's a problem. It's an alert and I need to listen to that alert. So yeah. So 3-5 profile. I'm gonna just break down the numbers in my personal opinion. I also wrote down some notes I could read off of, but I could go off from what like I believe, like from what I've experienced is like the three line is basically you're gonna naturally feel called to go and do certain things. And sometimes like from what I feel, I be like, I don't be knowing why I wanna do something. Like you ever felt called to do something and you just don't know why you want to do it, but it just felt like something is calling you to it, and then after you do it you realize, oh shit, that's why I wanted to do it. It's like that kind of feeling. Like I realized no matter how many problems I got myself into, I've always was I was following my heart. I was following everything that I felt. Like I was going towards what felt right to me in that moment. And let's say it didn't work out, whatever had to happen for me to get the next place. I always found out that needed to happen. It was almost as if like it was by fate that things were aligned in certain ways, as much as it sucked, you know. And that was a part of the reason why I just forgave my past, because I'm like, there's no need to hold on to like an old story that I don't even want anymore. So 3 is like that. Like we learn through trial and error. So like we aren't the types to go by the status quo or like follow the rules or like try to conform. If we are operating like that, then we are not being ourselves. Something happened and has us thinking we can't do what we want, because we literally came here to create our own world. We know that, right? So the 3 is kind of like you're not gonna likely learn from anything else but going after what you feel called to do and fucking up along the way. like just to put it blank and frank like that, like you gonna probably fuck it up sometimes. You're gonna probably ruin shit. But it took those type of stuff to happen for you to gain a skill or like master some shit that only could have been taught in that situation, you know? So it's a twisted ass motherfucking life. I'm not even gonna lie. Being the 3, and I think that this line is conscious. If I'm not mistaken. The 3, if it's a 3-5, that means the 3 is conscious, and the 5 is like basically we're not really conscious about that. It's just like naturally it's like that. But knowing it is crazy because, all right, here's the thing. Like, say that you know this already. Like, this is how you already know this, right? People outside of you don't know that though. You remember, people are always projecting their ideas onto you. People are projecting themselves. This is a very self-pleasing ass fucking world we in, to be quite fucking honest. And then being so we're in Earth, and it's the lowest of the lowest depth of the fucking level we could be on, right? We are so about self and about self-pleasure, about feeling good, so you're easily going to be looked at crazy if you're going after what you want, right? And it doesn't basically connect to someone who is, because if it's to me, I'm not gonna give a fuck because I know how that goes, right? I'm of that life. I get it. You're doing mad shit and it don't make sense to me. Cool. It makes sense to you. I'm not the type to be like, oh, judging you because you're making another choice than I am. But then you have people who does that. So the people who do that, they're the ones that aren't really checking in with themselves. So they're, you know, and I have also experienced situations where I've just been me. I just been doing me and kind of getting slack for it. Like getting the nose turned up. Like I could just be chilling sometimes and I just laugh mad loud and somebody would look at me with disgust like, bitch, could you calm down? And it's kind of like, this is how I laugh though. You see, like I'm not trying to be a certain way. I am a certain way. So imagine somebody looking at you like you're weird because you're you. Or treating you like you're weird because you're you. So many of us probably experience that too. Like we feel called and gravitated to just do us, right? And doing us may not seem the best to anybody else, but guess what? Here's the kick, threes. I feel like I'm really teaching y'all because I'm really talking about my life, but the kick is really why give a fuck. Why care what people think? If there's gonna be a lot of people that give a fuck about how you look, that means they not paying attention to their own business. They're not paying attention to their. If I'm in my business, I don't have time to even watch to see what the hell you was wearing last week compared to this week. I don't remember that shit because I'm all wrapped up in my business. So if somebody has enough time to be on your shit, they're not spend enough time in their own lives, and that's sad. So it's kind of like, why give a fuck, you know? And if you're a three line and you're moving like that, and you're moving like this shit, like you know what you want to do in this life, but you're not doing it because you care about what somebody thinks about you, or any other reason. Like, if you're not going after what you want because you gave that power away to somebody, I'm gonna just need you to get your power back. Get your power back. Get your power back. Like, so that's like a little notes I have for the threes. The threes, I'm not gonna talk about it like it's that, like, nah, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of lit the same way. It's kind of lit because at a certain point, you're gonna get to a certain point where you're like, I feel like this is where I have my limit. I feel like threes is where I feel like, because I be having my limit with shit. Like, I can't take enough of doing the same thing over and over again. If I see that it doesn't make sense, I have to stop doing it. So fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna continue to trial and error. No, I'm gonna learn from my mistake and I'm gonna fucking move on. And these days I've been learning from my mistake faster than ever. So it's lit when you get to a point where, like, oh, there's this acceptance to your life, like acceptance to your purpose, acceptance of the fact that this is what you came in to do and you're having fun doing this shit. You feel like you're successful, and that is the fucking theme of feeling good. Like, that's the self theme for projectors, success. And what does it feel like to be successful? Sit down sometimes and feel that feeling. You had moments where you felt successful before. You had moments where you was able to achieve something and it felt good. So continue feeling those feelings regardless of what you have right now in front of you. Be thankful for everything in front of you. Be thankful for just breathing, for being a part of this life. Like, what? You're here. You exist. Every day you wake up in this beautiful world. Sometimes it could be ugly, yeah, but how are you creating this world? This is up to you now. Are you creating it to be ugly, or are you creating it to be heaven on earth? You know? Let's get into this 5. Now, so some people may not have 3 5. Some people probably have 3 1s, 3 4, 3 6. You know, so if it goes, let the shoe. How does this go? Let the shoe fall. If the shoe fits, so be it. If it's not for you, let it go. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, 5 is really where you're being a teacher, in a way. And if you're not used to if you don't even feel called to be the teacher for some reason, then you just have to, like, figure out why. Because you're in it. Because remember, profiles, did I even express to y'all what the profile is? I don't even know, but it's basically, it's your personality. It's your being, your inner core being, and this is who you came to play, that you're part of the character in this world. So if you're not doing that, you're not operating in what you feel called to do. You're not being true to self, which means, like, who life are you creating? Are you creating your own, or you're creating somebody else's life? Which is kind of crazy to think about. So yeah, you came here. You came here to play a certain role. So these certain roles, it comes with characteristic traits and personality, and, you know, it closely indicates the purpose and the theme that occurs in your life. So being a 5 is kind of like taking from your experience in this world and feeling called to share it in some kind of way. And if you think about it, if you match that definition to what if you scroll down, I've been doing this for over 5 years, and I never ever understood why I felt called to share my work, my life. I just felt called. And it goes back to what I said earlier. You ever wanted to do something and you didn't know why you wanted to do it until you find out later? That's literally my life. I feel like I've gotten so far, and I'm still going, and I'm not stopping, because I really feel like I really feel like I got into a place where I am so accepting. I got a place where I feel okay. Like I've been the thing with me personally, I kept going after this feeling instead of creating my feeling myself. I kept trying to seek outside of myself for that sense of peace. That was my issue. And I've been fucking up along the way because of that. So, as I've been fucking up, I've been learning. Oh, I'm fucking up. Like being aware of the fact that I'm fucking up. So I gotta fix that shit. And I use everything that I learned. This is the art of alchemy, magician type shit. Use everything that I learned to create a better way of being, because I like to feel good. I don't care about. I just like to feel good. I like to feel at peace. So now I learned that, so I share that. I've been sharing my healing journey throughout the years, and I'm not gonna stop sharing it because that's what I came here to do. Point blank period. It could be one person watching me, and I don't give a fuck. It could be me watching me, because I'm always watching me. I'm sharing what I felt, what I came here I'm doing what I came here to do. um you know, fives are really can fives really are here to shake some shit up, to say something that people probably just won't ever fucking say, or live a certain life that people aren't used to living. Fives came here to be on something like, okay, like, like, yo, it's kind of wild if you think about it. Fives really is on some, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna say what I want because it's right to me. It's like how I feel, and that's how I move. Like I really move that way. Like for a while, I was caring about what people thought about me, so I wasn't being my of self. I cared too much. I had like this speech defect or something. I don't know, and it was really fucking with me for a while, and I didn't. It caused me to not really speak that much, like. And now I embrace these things. I embrace the fact that I fuck up on my words. What are words really? I've come to that. Have the fuck the shit that we saying don't even be of greatness. You gotta study these words more to see if you're casting a spell over yourself. All that stuff doesn't matter at the end of the day, really. What really matters is just being of service. I always said I wanted to have so I can give, and I've been blessed with so much wisdom and knowledge so I could share that shit. So if I gotta come up here and talk every fucking week to you guys, I'm gonna do that shit because it feels good to me. So I hope it feels good to y'all, you know. But that's really what this is about. But I could talk about briefly before I go, because I don't think I have anything else to say here. So I guess the final things I could say about 3-5 profile, given the experience that I've had so far, is first I could just say, like, I was getting in my own way a lot by allowing anything outside of me to tell me how to live my life, by going to anything outside of me and asking it, how should I, or asking anybody outside of me, how should I be? I feel like I've experienced things that really fucked up my self-esteem, really bruised my ego, and I tried my best to avoid myself. For years, I've been avoiding myself, my true self, because the truth of the matter is I was always afraid of myself. I was always intimidated by my own being. Imagine that, intimidated about how powerful I actually knew I was this whole time. I knew. I had to have known. What the fuck am I running from? Success? Because I'm not used to that. I'm not used to being successful or feeling successful or being around successful people. Running. Because I did not believe that I was capable. I didn't believe that I was able to do anything, to teach anybody anything. Why? Because I didn't feel like I was qualified. I didn't feel fucking qualified. And I had to work on that. Why didn't I feel qualified? I had to work on that, to work on the fact that I grew up in an environment that didn't, or maybe they did see my potential. Maybe they saw my potential but didn't know what to do with it. I don't know which one it is. But I had to do this shit on my own. That's all I know. I had to get here. I had to get here by myself. And having 3-5 profile is fucking lit, because you get to a place where you're like, it feels even more better when you made it out in that way, because it gives you this certain type of like certainty that you could get through anything if you got through that, you know. But of course, you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't on by myself, but it was more so my own innate power that was pushing me. I made that choice in that way. Of course, I had a beautiful community. I had a beautiful support that was backing me every fucking day, every day of this ride of my life. And I'm very grateful, even for the ones that played a part. I'm fucking thankful, and I forgive everybody. I let that shit go. I let everything go. I'm in a new spot. I'm in a new space, and I'm not in a space to hold grudges and resentment and hold on to the past anymore. That shit is tiring. So having a 3-5 profile will have you realize some shit, real shit about life, and you came here to have fun and to share that shit. That's mad lit. That's mad lit. Another thing I could say is the downside was the projection. Especially if you're a 5, woo, you're going to get projected by just breathing. Sorry, baby. There's nothing you can do about it. Your aura, people tend to look at you as the... Oh, that's funny. I didn't even say what the hell they were. 3 is martyr. Listen, if I say it wrong, I'm sorry. If I butchered the word, I'm sorry. That heretic meaning people look at you as the person that has the wisdom. People look at you as the person that have answers. I have experienced that every now and then. I have experienced that with people, like, as soon as they need a question with something, they know who to come to. They always said that to me too. It's like, I knew to come to you. And I'm like, okay, lit, y'all come to me. Because my strategy is to be invited anyways. So I can't go to people being like, here's the advice. Here's what I have for you. They got to come to me. As a projector, they have to come to me and ask for it. And I'm 9 times out of 10 or 10 out of 10, I'm gonna always have the answer, because I've been preparing, just because I've been following my inner guidance and doing what I felt called to do, as opposed to doing what somebody tells me I should do. Like, you know, like, no. But yeah, you're gonna be projected upon, and you're gonna make a lot of people mad, but they're only gonna be mad because they're fighting with themselves. And it's all love at the end of the day. You're probably there to trigger them. Rightfully so. As a projector, you're naturally meant to be seen. So you are going to be seen as you're operating in your truest, utmost self. So study 3-5s more, guys, because it's lit. I'm about to actually start vlogging a little bit, because my life is kind of getting a little lit. I think it is. And it's getting a little exciting, so I want to just share I'm going to do it in a different way, though. I'm not going to really be vlogging. It's probably going to be like mad highlights. Yeah, I think I like that, highlights, because I'm not really... I'll probably say a few words or two, but I just want to be in the moment of life. I want to be in the moment. I want to have fun and really experience this life. I'm about to be 30. And I feel really good about it, because I feel like I really imagined myself to be somewhere at 30. And I said to myself, if I wasn't going to be somebody's housewife by 30, I was going to be living my best life. And that's what I'm doing. I'm living my best life. So I'm excited to continue living my best life and sharing things that I learned, sharing everything. Like, I'm sharing everything. So subscribe if y'all into that shit. I'm gonna go take me a nap or something, because I'm really excited to post this. Happy spring equinox, happy new moon in Aries. Happy Aries season. Oh, happy my season, bitch. I'm so excited to just be an Aryan. I am. Much love to you guys.